Hey everyone, this week we're looking at the market in three segments, not just one as a whole, that is breaking it down to houses, townhouses, and condos. So that and more coming up right next. I'm Ben Kay, the condo agent with McDonald Realty in downtown Vancouver. Now, we're going to break down the market into three segments. That's condos, townhouses, and houses. We can't just look at the marketplace as one whole because it has many moving parts. The most distinguishable amongst such as areas and neighborhoods is product type. And primarily in Vancouver, on the west side of Vancouver, that breaks down to townhouses, houses, and condos. Now, one interesting way of comparing the three product types is looking at the turnover rates. That is how much of what's coming on the market is selling. So on this graph right here on your screen, what you're seeing is all three types. You're seeing houses in the white line, yellow line for the condos, and then townhouses on the black line. What we're seeing as well is which of those and at which point throughout 2018 these markets were in either buyer's, balanced, or seller's territory. A buyer's market is downwards of 12% of a turnover rate. 12 to 20%, that's considered a balanced market, and upwards of 20%, that is considered a seller's market. If we look at condos, we know that we've been in quite a frenzy for some time, and we were well within the seller's market for the duration of 2018 up until the fall time. It was not until September that we slipped into balanced territory where we are right now. The current most recent figure for the month of December ended with a 13% turnover rate. So in a balanced market, we did come from or near 50% of a turnover rate at the start of the year in February and March of 2018. Now on the opposite end, if we look at the buyer's market, which is primarily houses in the west side of Vancouver, those have sat in the buyer's market for some time, very much so for the entire duration of 2018. And if we look at the turnover rate, it does average out to 7% of a turnover rate for the entire year, which is well within the buyer's market. However, there's still quite a big price gap between the two products. Condos right now sit at about $785,000 of a benchmark price point, whereas houses are upwards of $3.1 million. Now, a nice in-between go-to, that is townhouses. And here's a great opportunity if you've been sitting on a condo for some time and you've been thinking of moving up into more space, whereas a few months ago may have been very difficult to do so. Right now, the opportunity lies in that townhouses are in a balanced market. Yes, they did see a seller's market in the springtime, but they did gradually move into a balanced market. Right now, sitting at about a 12%, so just in the cusp of a buyer's market. Now, the benchmark price point for a townhouse, it's at $1.2 million on the west side of Vancouver. So if you've been building up equity in your condo for some time, yes, you might not be getting prime pricing if you sell right now. However, you can then get perhaps a better price point on a townhouse, which you may not have been able to do just a few months ago. So yes, you lose some, but you also gain some on the other end, and this might be a great opportunity to look at making a shift. Now, in these videos, we do talk about many different factors, many different areas, and many different product types, primarily condos. But if you have any questions about your specific situation, I'd be more than happy to offer you statistics, information, and most of all, my advice as to how you may decide to move forward. So you can reach me by sending a message right below. And until this time next week, have a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.